In the male-dominated semiconductor industry, there is a rare female face often in the media spotlight. That person is AMD CEO Lisa Su. Not only is she AMD's first female CEO, but when she first took over AMD, its revenue was in decline and its stock was under $2. But now, AMD is back in the competition in the CPU and AI chip sectors, challenging Intel and NVIDIA's dominance. In the third quarter of 2024, AMD's revenue hit $6.82 billion, a new record high. How did Lisa Su, in a male-dominated industry, become the first Chinese-American female CEO? And how did she revive a struggling AMD, bringing it back from the brink? Let Tech News introduce this semiconductor queen. Lisa Su was born in Tainan on November 7, 1969. At age 2, she moved to the US with her parents. Lisa Su showed an interest in math and science. Excelling in math and science in school, after high school, she studied EE at MIT, which sparked her interest in semiconductors, and went on to earn her PhD. After graduating, she was a tech staff at TI, focusing on semiconductor manufacturing. She then joined IBM, leading copper chip process development. She advocated using copper instead of aluminum, improving chip transfer efficiency by 20%. For this research, Lisa Su was named to MIT Tech Review's Top 100 Under 35. In 2001, Lisa Su became a product director at IBM, giving her a chance outside of R&D to understand market needs and guide product development. At the time, the gaming industry was booming. The three major console makers, rivalry grew among Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Although Sony's PlayStation 2 led the market, with Microsoft's Xbox quickly rising and Nintendo preparing its new console, the Wii, Sony needed a new product to beat its rivals. Lisa Su convinced Ken Kutaragi, father of PS, to integrate IBM's resources and develop the cell processor for the new PlayStation 3 game console. The cell processor used heterogeneous computing, so-called heterogeneous computing using different processing units in one system. This method leverages different hardware strengths to improve data processing efficiency. But it had a fatal flaw. It was too complex, leading to high game development costs. Plus, the concept wasn't common at the time, without an established ecosystem and a lack of talent support. The cell processor was thus not used in the PS4. The setback gave Lisa Su valuable experience, especially her work in heterogeneous computing and her understanding of the game market, which would aid her future leadership at AMD, laying a solid foundation. In 2007, Su joined Freescale Semiconductor as Chief Technology Officer, continuing to use her technical expertise until leaving in 2012 due to reorganization. At this time, AMD invited her to be Senior Vice President. With years of experience in the industry, she decisively took on the challenge. At the time, AMD's most valuable asset and its best bet for a comeback was its long-accumulated technical strength, especially in heterogeneous computing. In 2006, after AMD acquired the number 2 GPU maker, ATI, it promoted its AMD Fusion project based on heterogeneous computing. The goal was to integrate a CPU and GPU on one chip. AMD's APU processor, launched in 2011, was the realization of this goal. When Lisa Su joined AMD in 2012, she connected with the APU development. With her tech and product development experience, she saw potential in heterogeneous computing and APUs. In 2013, she published an IEEE paper, Building the Future, establishing it as a key market differentiator and pushed APUs to capture the console market. In 2013, Sony's newly released console, the new PS4 and Microsoft Xbox One, both used APU processors developed by AMD, starting AMD's lead in console processors. As global PlayStation 4 sales accumulated, it brought considerable revenue to AMD, helping AMD out of its slump. In 2014, Lisa Su officially became the CEO of AMD, leading AMD's fight in the PC and server markets. She made two major decisions. One was amending the exclusive deal with GlobalFoundries, allowing AMD to place orders with TSMC, ensuring chip yield and timely delivery. Meanwhile, Intel was stuck on process nodes, causing delays in its processor launches. This gave AMD an opportunity. Another key decision was to develop new PC and server processors. In 2017, Ryzen PC processors and EPYC server processors were launched. The Ryzen PC processors used the new Zen architecture, improving performance and power consumption, especially enhancing graphics processing, plus price advantage, attracting gamers and content creators. The EPYC series of server processors met cloud computing and big data needs. Once these two products were launched, they successfully boosted AMD's market share. Under Lisa Su's leadership, AMD found its footing. In the second quarter of 2024, AMD's server processor market share was 24%, desktop was 23%, and notebook was 20%. AMD announced its Q3 2024 financial results, with revenue reaching $6.82 billion, a new record high. In the competitive semiconductor industry, AMD's challenges remain daunting, and Lisa Su dares not slow down. In July, AMD acquired AI Labs Silo AI to boost its AI software capabilities. In August, it acquired server maker ZT Systems to further strengthen its AI infrastructure. These two acquisitions were seen as a move against AI chip leader NVIDIA. In October, AMD allied with longtime rival Intel to advance the x86 architecture together, resisting the challenge from ARM architecture. Let's follow in Lisa Su's footsteps and see how after the age of 55, she can reach a second peak in her career.